If done right, the Goodwood Festival of Speed can be an excuse to get champagne drunk on a British aristocrat's estate and watch very fast cars drive up a hill. We were there, accomplishing those goals and having a grand time of it. Subaru was also there, and the only bubbly it wanted to indulge in was the magnum of Veuve Clicquot that came as a reward for winning the festival's timed shootout. The company's entry in the Festival of Speed's most competitive element? A WRX STI that set and then broke its own record around the Isle of Man TT's deadly Sneefel mountain course. Following its last record-breaking run in 2016, Subaru shipped this STI back to the rally masters at ProDrive, who massaged it into an even meaner, faster car. Rechristened the WRX STI Type R A NBR, this monstrous sedan has never been able to show its true potential. Its first outing was at the Nürburgring. Days of torrential rains literally washed out any chance of a hard, potentially record-setting run around Germany's most iconic stretch of track. Goodwood, then, was rally ace Mark Higgins' first chance to exercise the upgraded STI. And it was our first chance to get some background on the angriest STI on the planet, with the help of Richard Thompson, one of ProDrive's engineering wizards and a driving force on the Type R A NBR project. Thompson gave us a thorough walkthrough of the Type R A as the car sat in its covered tent at the Goodwood paddock, touching on several of the most important elements in the heavily modified car. This car started life as a regular, U.S. market factory STI. We're told it was originally grey, before being stripped and dipped by ProDrive in a bid to save weight. From there, the team at ProDrive looked at every aspect that could affect the car's performance. Thanks to several tweaks, the WRX-sourced, 2.0-liter, turbocharged, flat-4 engine produces 600 horsepower, nearly 350 more than it does in a production WRX. A new crankshaft, connecting rods, and pistons were needed after the Isle of Man exhausted the old engine's parts, and while ProDrive was at it, the shop swapped out the wet sump for a dry sump oiling system to deal with the extra G-forces the super-wide, super-sticky tires help generate. A 6-speed sequential transmission is a far cry from the production STI's 6-speed manual, and it allows driver Mark Higgins to swap gears as fast as 20 milliseconds. But the neatest feature might be the adjustable, driver-controlled rear wing. The 2-position wing can shift up and down 14 degrees, reducing drag on straights and increasing downforce in bends. According to Thompson, Higgins wanted complete control over the system, rather than letting a computer make the changes automatically, so he has a button to raise or lower the wing. In action, the air-powered system sounds like a deep gunshot as it raises and lowers the wing between the 2 positions in just 20 milliseconds. How impressive is the performance on the Subaru WRX STI Type R A NBR? It came in third in Goodwood's timed shootout, racing up the hill in 48.25 seconds after qualifying with an even faster time of 47.63. Both numbers were good for third place behind the Group C spec Jaguar XJR12DA relative of the 1990 Le Mans winning Jag and a Penske Chevrolet PC22 from the kart series. Higgins and the Subaru beat Goodwood record holder Nick Heidfeld in a Mahindra Formula E car, a Porsche 911 GT3 Cup, a Ford RS200, several GT4 spec cars, and touring car ace Anthony Reid in an Aeronair Husaria GT3. For a vehicle that started life as a production car, a third-place finish is a huge achievement. Thompson shares much more on the WRX STI Type R A NBR in the video we captured, direct from the paddock of a 2017 Goodwood Festival of Speed.
Nissan has confirmed that its second-generation Leaf electric car, which will be fully revealed on September 6, will feature new semi-autonomous driving functions included a new automated parking system as part of the Japanese brand's ProPilot tech. Nissan's ProPilot suite of assists and semi-autonomous will enable the Leaf to drive itself on highways and motorways. At the push of a button, the new Leaf will drive itself in a single lane, controlling the steering, acceleration and braking to assist the driver. It's the latest step in Nissan's goal to develop autonomous vehicles. The firm promises that in the coming years the technology will offer increasing levels of autonomy, with autonomous driving in urban environment targeted as the next big step. The teaser image released with the new information shows us the new digital instrument display heading the way of the 2018 Leaf, but this isn't our first look in the cabin thanks to a brand new batch of spy shots, capturing the new Leaf undergoing assessment by engineers in the United States. Nissan Leaf spy shots. The next generation Nissan Leaf has already been spot testing in the United States, the pictures serving up our best look yet at Nissan's smarter-looking new electric car. The Leaf's rounded face has been replaced with a sharper front end, more in tune with Nissan's conventional design language. The overall form factor of the car remains the same though, so from the side it retains its tall roof hatchback profile. Our spy photographers were able to get a glimpse in the cabin too, revealing the new switchgear, dashboard and infotainment heading the way of the 2018 Leaf. A full reveal is expected at the Tokyo Motor Show later this year. Nissan has started its launch campaign for the next generation Leaf, ahead of an expected reveal at this year's Tokyo Motor Show. The electric family hatch is set to follow the design direction of the new Micra, and will receive a range increase over today's model. It's clear that the new Leaf will be influenced by the firm's 2015 IDS concept, and will employ the design direction of the new Micra. Fewer clues are found around the back, but it is clear that new horizontal taillights are planned. We will have a full model change of Leaf before the end of this decade, Shiro Nakamura, Senior Vice President and Chief Creative Officer at Nissan, revealed exclusively to Auto Express last year. We are ready to increase the range. 250 kilometers is not the maximum. We want to make Leaf the major player in the EV market. We will have updates to the design, and we will be updating the batteries. We want to expand the possibilities as much as we can. Matching the 500 kilometers range, which manufacturers such as Tesla and Audi have demonstrated, is also not a technical problem, it's cost, senior figures at Nissan also confirmed. A reduction in cost and increase in battery density will coincide with the arrival of the new Leaf, meaning a 300-mile range is not out of the question. It's likely Nissan will make a range of battery options available to buyers to help minimize the overall starting price of a model range too. Nissan will also look to give the Leaf a more conventional look to help broaden its appeal. For styling, how can I say, we make it look a little bit more mainstream, because we want to grow the number, Nakamura told us. It will be the same package, we don't want to change the hatchback. While we improve the Leaf, at the same time the charging infrastructure is improving. In a couple of years the advantage of an EV will be much better than today. Nissan may have more electric family cars in the pipeline. Last year we reported that the firm could look to introducing a new electric Super Mini to rival the Renault Zoe in the near future. What do you think of the new Nissan Leaf? Let us know in the comments.
As the company that pretty much created the crossover segment with the cash car in 2008, nearly 50,000 bought here since, Nissan has no intention of relinquishing its grip. So now we get a facelifted version of the second-generation model. It goes on sale this month. A new X-Trail with many similar updates arrives in early 2018. The latest Qashqai looks quite different, with a new front face based on Nissan's V-Motion grille, new bumpers and headlights. The rear also gets LED lights and revised bumpers. Inside there are higher quality, more tactile materials, while the seats are more comfortable. There's an improved infotainment system, with the possibility of an 8-speaker Bose sound system specifically engineered for the car. A major objective was to cut noise, vibration and harshness, NVH, by using more sound insulation material inside the front doors, behind the rear wheel arches and thicker glass on the rear door. Ride and handling have also been tweaked. The steering has less vibration thanks to a new dynamic damper, and there's a new technology called active return control that returns the steering to center more naturally. Among safety elements now are rear cross traffic alert, while intelligent emergency braking has pedestrian recognition. Also new is Stand-Still Assist, SSA, which supplements Hill Start Assist, HSA, on cars with a manual transmission. A new technology from early next year will be the first stage of autonomous driving. ProPilot will control the steering, acceleration and braking in a single lane on motorways during heavy traffic congestion and high-speed cruising. Engines are carried over, the only change being to the 1.6-liter diesel, which is quieter thanks to powertrain's calibration improvements. You can choose from 1.2-liter petrols, 2WD, or 1.5 and 1.6-liter diesels in 2WD or 4WD. Trim levels are as before, albeit with broader standard equipment. Entry-level XE now has LED daytime running lights. SV adds shark fin antenna and privacy glass, new seat and door trims and new 17-inch alloys. SV Premium includes semi-leather seats, hologram-style front badge and the option of bi-LED headlights, while range-topping SVE now comes with those bi-LED lights as standard, black Napa leather seats, lots of silver finish parts and the option of the Bose sound system. All that extra equipment comes at a cost, so expect to pay between $700 to $2,000 more than the outgoing car depending on spec.